Hello everyone, welcome to a new game by Flynns Arcade, which is a reference to Tron the movie. This is Laraan. This was back in the days and also later when there were giants in the land. The giants came from the union of the sons of God and the daughters of men. These were the mighty men of ancient lore, the famous ones. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw that the earth was corrupt, for all the flesh had corrupted its ways upon the earth. And the Lord was sorry that he had made the humankind of the earth. So the Lord said, I will blot out from the earth the human beings I have created, people together with animals and creeping things and birds of the air, for I am sorry I have made them. But Zoah found favour in the sight of the Lord. This is the story of Zoah. Zoah was a good man, a man of integrity in his community. Zoah was walked with the God. And God said to Zoah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. Now I'm going to destroy them along with the earth. But I'm going to establish a covenant with you. Walk around the whole land of Havilah, where there is golden stones. Bring them to me, 8 of them, and you will be rewarded. I will be watching you. And God made a wind blow over the earth, and the waters subsided, and the fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were closed. The rain from the heavens and whatever. It really is a non-important part of the story. I don't know why he included that. Ultimately, that's from the book of Genesis in the Bible. I don't know if he's a Christian and he's trying to one of those preaching religions and he's trying to count time or anything. So this is a low polygon world. We're apparently in Havilah. For those that don't know, Havilah was in the Garden of Eden, all around there. It was famous for gold and bdellium gum. I'm going to land. Oh look, I take no damage. Oh, it was a waterfall of sand. So this is a low polygon world. Ultimately, the whole point of the story is to collect 8 stones. So as I said, I don't know why he was preaching to us. And there's actually a scripture in the Bible that says, thou shalt not add or take away from the Bible, or no more eternal salvation. So it was nice knowing you, Flynns Arcade. Your eternal salvation is doomed. Anyway, back to the game. So we're standing on what you can see over there is like a big sword. We're standing on top of that. It's bent over. We're exploring the world of Havilah. The objective is to find 8 stones. We can jump like Sylvester Stallone, and we have only one mechanic, and this is God. Hello, God. So a lot of people think God is love and joy and peace and long suffering. Kind of. He's basically just a still spaceship. A God of love in a still spaceship. Actually, he's inside the spaceship. That's the mothership. You'll find that out if you read the manual. Ultimately, this is before we know it. This is in the time of Zoah. And that's what I meant by him changing the Bible. It's actually Noah, and he's changed it to Zoah. So he's Flynns Arcade's eternal salvation is damned. And here, just to remind us, apparently there was a time when in the Garden of Eden when they had guns and knives and lightsabers as Star Wars. he's really good, jet bikes. And they used to play soccer with people. Okay, so here's a stone. Here's one. We've already collected one. And now we're going to do Sylvester Stallone again. Now, a lot of people... This has been taken off Steam Store. It's no longer for sale. I can sort of understand. Look, it wasn't too bad. It did make me motion sickness in a couple of ways. The controls are quite atrocious, and the camera jolts, and you'll see examples like you'll be running, and oh, there's God. He's saying, I've had enough, and I'll laser beam you guys with guns and lightsabers, and I'll destroy the earth. But there'll be one, and he will find 8 stones, and I will say, good boy. And that is the prophecy written on the walls. And so Flynns Arcade, I think it's Spain. I think it's Spanish. Pretty sure it's Spanish developers. Only 2 of them, Cisco Rayo and Juan Peralta, something like that. Sorry, Juan. I've probably stuffed up, you know. And so God in the mothership is collecting all these rocks. He's a rock collector apparently. And our objective is to... I mean, I like the visuals. I'm not sure of the story. I think they could have worked on the story a little bit. As I said, the biggest gripe though is the camera angle, so you'll see it at there, like that. You know what I mean? Like it will just flick at you, and in some places it gets really, really hard. Which kind of gives you a bit of... But I do like the art. And majority of that is Cisco Rayo. Or Francisco Raya. And now we're floating towards God. In front of us is God. Hello, God. And this is what it's like in God's bedroom. This is his mothership. So the all-seeing eye of God. And he says, you have collected 3 golden stones. That's a good start. But I want 8 golden stones. So here I will show you, transport you to where the next golden stone is. And here we go down and this is still Earth apparently. And God destroyed the Earth. I'm not sure how. Oh, those little things there where... Oh, this is where... That's right, this is where I get the... Jet bike. Okay, so basically this is one of the ones that everyone rage quit on. They just said this is crazy, and the controls are very dicky. So this is supposed to be a jet bike. Why? I don't know. What's this got to do with Zoa and the Ark? So basically you got to turn camera angle. And you have to boost jumps as well by pressing spacebar. That's the only way to get to the next kind of level sort of thing. If you... I nearly went off the edge there. If you don't do that and you hit anything, you just crash and burn up, and you'll always respawn at the start. But it's important that you boost over some of the jumps. I guess the music's not too bad. As I said, I did get a little bit of motion sickness, so the controls really need a lot of work, and the camera really needed a lot of work. Other than that, the game was relatively quite impressive, and the story could do with some major touch-up. And now here, it's important you get the stone. If you don't and you go through that transporter, you'll go back to the beginning, which I don't want to do. So you kind of jump up. Oh, I missed that, so sorry. See how I mean? Like you can start to get motion sickness now. I already want a doggy bag to sort of throw it. Oh, come on. Oh, I got it then. Okay. And God said, wow, you got 4. I'm already halfway there. You only need 4 more stones. So here's the next stone place. And now we're going through a place where is basically to send me blind. I'm nearly getting radiation from the... and this is worse than laser surgery. It is so bright. Like it'll burn cataracts. Why is it so bright here? Giant steps. So yeah, God subsides the waters, but then he brings a whole bunch of lizard people, and God destroys the earth with lizard people. Yep. So this is, and I don't know if why all this, you can walk all over the place and it's nothing. It's just a nice good walk. You just got to walk straight ahead past this glowing orb, which must be connected with the stones? I don't know. But as soon as see, there's another glitch where the camera did not know what to do. The camera spazzed out. Because as soon as I walk through this door, the glowing orb says, "Okay, I'm going to explode." What's that got to do? What's that got to do with it? Okay, so you can have two routes. There's probably three routes here. You can go down there, or I'm going to go this way. I find it a little bit easier. Just jump over the lava. You got two little. You just got to boost with spacebar as you run. And then try and get close as possible, and then run it. Just kind of jump. You have that one jumping mechanic. It's not too bad, but it's just, it's annoying how you've always got the same boing sound as you shoot off. I'm playing with the game very low on sound too. Like the sound is deafening in the game. I don't think there's any volume control. See here again, the camera has spazzed out and gets a little bit tricky, and people just didn't like it. But for two developers, not bad. You know, I was kind of impressed. I don't know how much it is, what it was originally on Steam Store. Might have to have a look at that. I know it's available on Nintendo for about $6. So it'll take you about maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes if you're really good. So just going to jumpy, and that place explodes. I don't know. Is this connected to the? Oh, this one. Okay. So all these places, and this is just normal jumping. I'm not doing boosting and jumping now. Just doing a normal jump. You've got to land on these pillars. If you don't land on these pillars, the others just sink into the ground. So it's like a Indiana Jones thing, I guess. But there's no clue as to, it's just random, just trial and error really. And there's another place like this later on, and it's kind of silly that they just do this as a trial and error thing. So I think all of these you can do with just normal jump, and then you get to this next one, and I'm not sure whether it's left or right, but I just boost jump it to the end, and then you got another golden stone. That's basically it, just showing you the background there. And those little floating platforms, they're the respawn points. And this looks like a torture device. The lizard people put us on a torture device. I don't know why, because they were going to kill us anyway. Or did we put them on? No, I'm pretty sure it was the lizard people. This will come out soon. And I guess the game tells the story from visuals only. There's no sorry, spazzing everywhere here. And you got to kind of jump over to this side over here, and then a boost jump over to this one. And if you fall, there's nothing you can do. You can't sort of mid-air change direction or anything. You just gotta watch your falling animation. And here we get some more visual clues. I don't know what this thing is, but all little sparkly things come out. Guess it's like a pink firefly bath thing. Don't know. And here's like the lizard people. I'm not sure what's going on. The lizard people are putting us in cages, and the cages open up. That one's open, and to give us to the gods, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the lizard people are putting us on the racks. They put us on the racks, torture us. Looks like they eat us, and then they go into another ship. I don't know. No one really understands the story. I don't even think the developer understands the story. It had potential of having a good story. Where do I have to? Oh, here. So this is one of them where everyone rage quits. Now, the only way through this is you have to rotate the camera while you're falling, which is using your mouse, and then directional keys to control yourself. So keep that in mind. Again, mouse to change the camera angle, and you've absolutely gotta hit that golden stone before falling into the. I was just lucky there. So we got 6. We're flying through this, guys. We only got 2 more to go, and God said, "Go to this world where there is ice, and find me the golden stone." Now, it's a little bit crazy. It doesn't really tell you what's going on, but basically, there's nice like Superman ice crystal palace up there. Basically, you just got to walk over these platforms here, and as you walk over these platforms, they'll activate a transitional platform, and on this one you need to stand on it. So the reason why you're not standing on the other platforms is that green mist thing will blow you off, and there's nothing you can do to get around that. So basically, and then you sort of do a boosted jump. I found boosting jumps helpful here, to try and get to the area a bit early. So you can see where that circle is. If you're anywhere inside that circle, green circle, you will be blown off. It can be hard to gauge, and this is a bit of an aggravating puzzle, to tell you the truth, because again, if you fall down, you take it back to the start of the level, and you have to redo activating all the platforms again. So we're nearly there though. Just make this one and maybe make this one. So I do like the artistic side of flair of this. I like the simplicity. Just they really need to fix the camera work and a bit to do with the controls. And we're in the Ice Crystal Palace of Superman. Hello. That was in the Bible. Okay, so that's a bad noise. That's a good noise. So that's the number 1. That's number 2. You just got to put in a code. Number 3 is over there, and this is number 4. Don't know why that's there. It's not really an incredibly hard code. Again, I really do like the visuals. The music is better than what I thought it was. Unfortunately, what ruined it for me was the motion sickness. If they can stop that to a large degree, and I think that's all to do with the camera. And you just got to get up on top of this thing. It's just the jump isn't sorry, someone's trying to contact me on Discord. And that goldstone was a spaceship. I don't know what's going on here. And I have no idea. Oh, there's a lizard people mothership. And there's a I have no idea, Buck Rogers spaceship. And here's a cave with a tongue and some. And then you fall in and it eats you. Yep, that was in the Bible too. No? What the heck is... I don't know. And here we have a lava world. So it's kind of going through all the different seasons or different things. Like, I get that. Where am I? I've got to go over here. Sorry, this one's a little bit difficult to work out sometimes. Now you got to get pretty much on top of it and jump it from about here to get over that laser beam. The next one, you've got to go up the ramp over here. It's pretty much the only way to get over that one. So I just walk up there, and I even feeling a bit of motion sickness now, to tell you the truth, just watching. Okay, so now we're going to keep going around and around and around. And I'm not sure how to get past this one. Did I go over here? I think I went over here actually. I think it might be possible to boost jump over this. Oops, sorry I missed. Let's try that again. No, missed again. Oh, hang on. Can I go over there? That looks a little bit... Should be able to jump that. Maybe. Maybe if I jump from this side, I'll try it. Yes, I can go do that. There you go. I did not even know that. Because last time I did jump over the thing. So there you go. So here, what we're aiming to do is jump over this. And now, again, the game doesn't tell you, it's just trial and error, but you want to jump on the right one. And you want to kind of boost jump from a bit of a distance away. Again, jump on the right one. The left one will sink into the lava. And this one you want to jump on the left. Again, it's just trial and error. The game doesn't tell you anything about that. Wow, we're getting close to the end already. Okay, so now we're going into the inner workings of wherever we are. The mountain with the mouth. It sort of does have that Tron movie sort of feel to it. And I guess that's what they were going for. It stays faithful to what the company stands for. And so here we have what I can only say is the breeder, or this is God. and this is God's minions. So God is really a giant being who breeds lizard people inside, and that's how he destroyed. I think he ate everyone. So I don't know why he brought the flood in the first place, and why he subsided the waters, only just to eat everyone afterwards using lizard people. I'm starting to wonder if the developers actually have even read the Bible. I think they stopped at Genesis. Okay. And this doesn't matter, you can just fall down. If you want to do it quicker, you'll go to the same place. And basically here, what we have to do is destroy that lizard. This is the lizard people. This is one of God's minions, which I don't know why we're the chosen one, because we're tasked to laser that thing, really. Use a lightsaber. So as you can see, there's force field blocking us, so we actually have to kill this thing. Now I'm going to die on purpose because this thing's impossible to kill. It'll always strike you before you're able to strike it. Now what you do is you stand on the spawn plate and it gets stuck underneath the spawn plate, and then you can easily kill it. So hopefully that helps you out if you're stuck on that. And then the force field drops and you just go outside. And again, some more groovy techno disco dancing. Oh, this is the last level, so you have to run this straight away. What's happening is there's a laser ceiling coming down at us, and it's going to hit us in the head. There's really no room for error here, so you want to jump when you're right on top of that thing. Go on the right here, and then you want to... Yes, I just made it. So now just jump over this as soon as you get on top, like so. Jump the next one when you're right on top of it, and I think, is it this one? It's one of them's a little bit tricky. You gotta sort of move backwards and then jump. Is this next one coming up? You fall down and you move backwards a little bit. So I'm moving backwards, and now I'm going to jump over, and that's it. That's the end of the game. This is the big final conclusion. Again, the mothership is here to congratulate us. God of love in his steel mothership says thank you for taking the 8 stones. The 8th stone is here. If you don't grab it, you have to do all that again. And God comes to greet us. Again, all done by visuals. No real story, I guess. And God says, thank you, here's your reward. Here's Eve, I'm off. And here I'm going to remake the earth into a beautiful paradise. Here you go. And we waste no time. we start making babies straight away, like instantly. There you go. We hold hands, and 5 minutes later, we'll have a baby. And that was Laraan by Cisco Rea and Juan Peralta. I was right. There you go. Vitoria. Music wasn't too bad. I don't know about some of the sound effects, as I said. Oh, boy. Actually, there was quite a lot of people on. By the looks of it, I believe Cisco Rea was the main driving force. And this was the beginning of welfare payments, so that's how it all began. And God said, darn it. Okay, so this is the Steam store. Flynns Arcade was the developers. It was released in 2017. I checked the database. Basically, it was around. It varied depending on the country you were in, but it was around about $6. These are the games. It did go down to 75 cents on sale. Now, the reason why it probably isn't on the Steam store anymore is because their website doesn't work. This is Nintendo Switch, so $6 there. These were the art of the disc art. This was some poster art that came out. So they were really trying to. This is the box art that it was for it. And this is their website. This is Flynns Arcade. You can see the games that they've made. So they've made quite a few. I believe, as I said, they're Spanish. Early history. Everything began at Autònic University in Barcelona several years ago. Joan Peralta, Flynns Arcade CEO, was teaching at the university. Joan used to direct different final degree projects all related to video games. One day he proposed to Xavier to develop a total different augmented reality mobile game and to reinvent board games. This is how they began developing something called Outsiders, which was a demo. During this project, Joan Peralta met Francisco Rea, and one of the designers. Everyone moved on to their separate areas, some working for FX Animation, but others like Francisco and Joan Peralta, they began to work themselves together on in Flynns Arcade, and this is basically the pictures of them now. You can see. And so this is Cisco Rea right here. This is the guy who made the game, Laraan. And don't know what that. And he has his own YouTube, and he has 14 subscribers. But let's have a look at one of his animations. So he's a pretty good animator, really. It's nearly a Walt Disney sort of style, and he likes to show how he does it. And he's an artist, and this is some of his work. So he's actually, seriously, he's really on like Pixar quality. This is seriously all him. So it's amazing that he even put the low polygon stuff when he's playing around with this sort of stuff, using ZBrush and all that, and it's quite stunning. Let's have a look at some of the other. Let's look at Wonder Woman. He's got absolute heaps of characters, and I'm probably not doing it justice because I can only fit so much into the screen, but you can see how they're really good. I like them. Let's look at Mickey Mouse. I mean, so really a lot of talent together, and he basically shows you. So he took it from a still and created it, puffed it up. Wow, it's amazing. all the different textures that he's layering on. What else can we do? Oh, let's look at Blue Away. I'm picking all the gills. Actually, that's really well done. Wow. Let's look at more. Let's look at this computer. Let's look at that old sci-fi. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That reminds me of like Fallout. That is so good. That's amazing. Look at the design, the artwork. Why is there a play button here? Why does that fall? Oh, I can move it. You're joking. Look at that. That's amazing. It's 3D. I can play around with it. Look at how that is incredible for the detail. That is awesome. Wow, that is amazing stuff. Why were you doing low polygon stuff, mate? You could have. And this is him on the left. So, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, bye for now.